So it goes on one of your teeth in the back, right? And it's and then it goes on one of the top and one of the bottom, and then it has magnets that connect those metal pieces together so you can't open your mouth. That's what it is, okay? Alrighty, guys, gals, non-binary pals. Today's video, woo-hoo-hoo, is wild. Before we get into it, if you would like to join all the lovely people right here that are here during the stream, I would love to have you. I stream every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. There will be a link in the description. It's totally free to join. You don't have to pay anything at all. All right? They're here by their own will, I promise. Okay, so I was sent this video, and the title of it blew my mind, okay? So we're just gonna go straight into it. Look at the title of this video. Jaw wiring for weight loss. The undiluted truth. Jaw wiring for weight loss. So this is by a dentist. So she is a dentist, and so she's going to go over, I'm not going to try and pronounce her name, but it's right there. I don't want to pronounce it incorrectly. But she's going to go over it, and then there's more to this. All right, so we're going to go over an article afterwards, which is even crazier, in my opinion. But let's go ahead and see what she has to say.
Right, since you're so worried about this weight gain, we're going to wire your jaw together so you can lose as much weight as you want. Says no dentist ever.
Thank God. Oh, man.
Alright, thank you for stopping by. I'm glad you're here. Make sure you stick around till the end of this video. And if you're new here, I'd love to have you here. Stick around. Let's talk about wiring the jaw together so you can lose weight. The process of wiring the jaw together was designed for jaw fractures. And the reason is because you don't want there to be movement between the fractured bones. So they wire it together so that there will be immobilization and then healing can occur.
So I remember when I was really young, my older sister had to have her jaw broken because I think she had one of the over or under bites or something like that. She had like dental issues where they had to like break her jaw and then they had to wire it shut. And when I tell you, it looked absolutely miserable. I cannot imagine someone genuinely being like, yeah, break my jaw so you can wire. I'm assuming you wouldn't actually have to break your jaw, but like make sure my jaw is wired shut so I can lose weight. Like that is such a crazy idea to me.
In that fractured region, but it has been discovered that when these people wire their jaws together and then they have to go for about 6 weeks, by the time they come back, they would have lost so much weight. And that's understandable because they would be feeding on fluid diet, like whatever food it is.
So what you just said right there is so what dentists were noticing, which makes sense, is that people would get their jaw wired shut. They would come back 6 weeks later, because apparently that's like how long it takes to heal, and the people will have lost a lot of weight. Because, again, makes sense, if all you can do is drink your calories, most likely you are probably not going to be getting as many calories as before you had your jaw wired shut, right? Pretty self-explanatory there.
They blend it down into a smoothie and then they consume it through a straw. So that's why people have looked at that procedure and be like, okay, I think this can be used for weight loss, ignoring the original reason why the procedure was devised in the first place. So this weight loss we're talking about, is it sustainable? So seeing the drastic weight loss, people who now want to lose weight have gone to the extent of wiring their jaws together and then consume fluid diets to lose weight. So it is safe to say that it wasn't the wiring of the jaw together that made them lose weight. It was the fluid diet that actually made them lose weight.
So this is like the absolute extreme of dieting, in my opinion. Like, because, you know, I've talked about like going on like a juice cleanse or like these cleanses, which I'm not a huge fan of, but like they will get you to lose weight if you're only drinking your calories, right? But this is literally a step even further, because you are like, I want to do that, but I know I literally cannot do that unless I surgically have my jaw wired together, because my willpower is so small that I can't even do that. So I need to have it surgically put. Like, that is absolutely insane. Like, the fact, like, and this isn't like, oh, you hear about it and you're probably thinking to yourself, no one actually has done that. Trust me, this happens. That's why she's talking about it. People have done this. There's no reason that she would make a video about it if it wasn't happening.
Now, let's now talk about the sustainability. Like, when you lose weight, the main importance is sustainability. Like, it cannot be overemphasized. It is one thing to lose weight. It is another thing to maintain that weight loss. And what has been discovered is, whenever you wire people's jaws together, and then they go on fluid diets, and they lose weight, and then they come back, and then you take out that fixation that was put on the teeth to like immobilize it, and then they're free to eat whatever they like. It has been noted that they end up gaining twice the weight that they had before. Like, they gain more weight, even more than the previous weight they had.
That's actually really not that surprising, because, like, think about it. When you over restrict, the response to that, even if it's like you have no option, right? Because you literally have to have your jaw wired shut. If you over restrict, it's the yo-yo. We've all heard yo-yo dieting. What's the next? What happens, right? You over consume. Over restrict, you over consume. You over restrict, you over consume. It's what happens. So this isn't like really that surprising, honestly.
So now, does that make any sense? Because now the sustainability is in question. I think the main thing that should actually be looked at is lifestyle changes, not just a shortcut, which is what this wiring the jaw together is. So I don't think the best way to lose weight is to wire the jaws together, because it's not sustainable, if you ask me. And then let's now leave.
I wouldn't even say like it's not the best way. I would say it's like literally one of the worst things you can do.
That's sustainability. Let's now face the downside of using MMF, which is the maxillomandibular fixation. That's what it is called. That's the wiring of the jaw together. So let's now look at the downside. Because the jaw has been immobilized, there is a probability that mouth opening will be limited. By the time you free the mouth, the joint would have been stiff. So you would need to now start exercising the joint to actually open the mouth. And don't get me started on the oral hygiene, because that means the only place they will be able to brush will just be the outer part of the teeth when they have that thing on, meaning they can't brush the inner part for over 6 weeks.
So you go through this surgery or this procedure, and now when you end up taking these things off, you literally are going to have to go through. You're going to have to go through exercises to actually be able to open your mouth correctly, because it's been 6 months or 6 weeks and your mouth has been closed. And then on top of that, you're not able to really brush your teeth for 6 weeks. Like, so many bad things about doing this. It's insane to me.
So bad breath, that's on one side. Then the gum that's around the teeth everywhere would be dirty, meaning they will be prone to periodontal disease and gingival inflammation. So it's way more than just weight loss. And knowing fully well that there are other ways of losing weight that are quite sustainable, why not just go for that? I am not pro jaw wiring. That's not me. I'm not pro jaw wiring at all. I understand that weight loss can be quite hard, but weight loss is also mathematics with sustainability. And now, yes, if you...
It's sad to me that, like, You get better advice about losing weight from people that literally have nothing to do with weight loss than you do from people that are actually trying to help you lose weight on YouTube. Like, it's very sad, but that's like something I've noticed. Like, you can get better advice from random people. Like, she's a dentist, she's very smart, obviously, but like people that aren't making weight loss content than the people that are actually making the freaking weight loss content. Holy smokes, it's crazy to me. It's very sad. Very sad state of affairs, I think.
You look at the mathematics part. If you wire your jaw, the calories you'll be consuming will be lesser, so you would lose weight. Now the sustainability part, it might not be possible because you might end up gaining more than you have lost. Thank you for listening to my view about.
All right, so that's the whole video. But like I said, we have an article that we are going to be going over, and this stuff is insane to me. It really is. It really is just absolutely insane. So this is the article right here, and so it says world first weight loss device stops overeating by limiting mouth movement. It is billed as a world first weight loss device against global obesity, but it is the stuff of horrors for many on social media. The device, dubbed Dental Slim Diet Control, uses magnetic devices fitted to the top and bottom of the rear teeth to restrict people from opening their mouth any wider than 2 millimeters. I think that's what that is. That, researchers say, effectively limits the participant to a liquid diet while not restricting breathing nor free speech. So what's crazy is that the original video that we were just watching, that came out in February. This article is from like a few weeks ago, if not like a few days ago, okay? So, like, she was talking about like regular jaw wiring where they have to go in and like a lot more. This is like a new thing that they are literally promoting as a way to lose weight. Like, that's what this is. We're gonna go, I'll show you what it looks like here in a second. But that did not stop scores of people on social media from sharing their bite-sized opinions. That's so cheesy. About this device, which was developed by University of Otago and British researchers. So this is the device right here. So it goes on one of your teeth in the back, right? And and then it goes on one of the top and one of the bottom, and then it has magnets that connect those metal pieces together so you can't open your mouth. That's what it is, okay? So in quotes, I think this is absolutely awful. How degrading, wrote one Twitter user responding to University of Otago post. Quotes, yes, the problem is that us fatties can't keep our mouths shut. Another asked, is this satire? Participants in the Duden-based trial lost an average of 6.36 kilograms in 2 weeks. Yeah, because you can't freaking eat anything. Okay, sorry. A paper published in the British Dentist Journal said 7 people participated in the trial, of which one dropped out for an unrelated reason. Yeah, because they were probably freaking hungry. A safety feature incorporated into the device allows for it to be disengaged in case of an emergency, such as a panic attack or the possibility of choking. Lead researcher, University of Otago Health Services Pro Vice Chancellor, Professor Paul Bruton, said that the device was effective, safe, and affordable tool for many people battling obesity. So this stuff is so crazy to me because, again, like I've said many times, like just because something can get you to lose weight, does that mean that it's a good idea? In this instance, probably not. Probably not. The journal article noted that most participants experienced occasional discomfort due to the device, and it was quite severe after 24 hours of the friction of the device against the cheeks being the main reason. Oh yeah, that would probably not feel very good. Unsurprisingly, participants found it difficult to talk for as prolonged a period as they were used to. Participants also found the liquid diet monotonous. Well, yeah. Bruton said the device, which was fitted by a dentist, helped participants establish new eating. How? How would it help you establish new eating habits when you are putting something in your mouth that literally makes it so you can't open it? That doesn't make any sense. It is a non-invasive, reversible, economical, and attractive. I don't know about that. Alternative to surgical procedures. The fact is, there are no adverse consequences with this device. An estimated 1.9 billion adults worldwide are overweight, and it is an estimated about 57% of the world's adult population will be overweight or obese by 2030. Bruton said the beauty of the device was patients could have the magnets disengaged after a couple weeks. This would allow for a phased approach to weight loss, supported by advice from a dietitian, allowing long-term weight loss goals to be realized. I think it would be very hard to find a dietitian that would be like, yeah, dude, run it, baby. Let's do it. Magnetize that jaw. Like, I really struggle to feel like it would be easy to find a dietitian that would be down with that. Kathy Fowey, chief executive of Dietitians New Zealand, said that she could see the device being used for patients who needed to lose weight prior to surgery. It was a different device when people had their jaws wired shut, which came with risk, including gum disease, vomiting, and a risk of choking. But I couldn't imagine using it across a population just to lose an extra couple kilos. Yeah, thank God. And that's the article right there. So again, it's just frustrating because stuff like this only gives, like, in my opinion, this only gives people more ammunition to get upset or get mad at people. Like, I mean, this is selfish kind of, but at people that are trying to do what I'm doing, that are trying to, share healthy, sustainable ways to lose weight, because this stuff just keeps coming out and it keeps coming out and it keeps coming out. And then I have to say, like, obviously I don't agree with that. I think that's ridiculous. And it's so unnecessary that, like, it really does feel like this feels like it's straight up coming from an episode of The Black Mirror. Like, people getting their jaw surgically basically closed so they can lose weight. Like, that does not seem like something that should actually be happening in the real world. That is an episode of The Black Mirror that I want nothing to be a part of. So please don't do this, is my advice on this one.